How are you doing, everyone? It's me, the Domotaku. Today, I'm going to be talking about a new mobile game that I've been playing called Crossing Void. This is an anime crossover fighting game that I've been really hooked onto, or addicted. You can say the same thing. Yeah, I've been playing this game since it came out. It came out November 5, I believe, and then it's now November 23rd at the time of this recording. I've been playing this game for about a good 2 or 3 weeks, and it's really fun. Honestly, I never expected to be playing this game, and I never expected for me to start actually playing a different mobile game at all. But this game is really fun, and of course, the anime characters are a lot of the huge appeal to this game. If you're an anime fan, this game is pretty much if you like these anime characters, you can play with them, and this cool fighting game. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing this in a review style, in-depth thing, I guess. I'm not like a game review channel and stuff, but I'll give you my impressions / review of this game from my personal knowledge. I've been playing this game for about 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, so I'll give you that. If you have a question that I don't answer in this thing, then feel free to comment in the below. So, Crossing Void story. So there is an actual story and plot to this game. I was surprised myself, being an anime crossover thing, but there's a plot. So there's a story mode and some missions you can do and stuff. The plot in this game is that there's this villain who essentially isekais all these anime characters from different anime series and stuff into this one world, and they have to fight this villain to either go back home or save the world. I'm not exactly too sure what the whole legit plot is exactly yet. I'm not that far in the story yet, but I mean, it's a standard anime plot. Freaking isekai a bunch of people, but I think it's cool to bring all these characters technically in this scenario, it's standard plot, but you have all these characters of different series and different genres and personalities cross over and interact and work together. It's pretty cool. A lot of cool ideas and scenarios that can happen. Gameplay. So gameplay, it's a turn-based strategic fighting, which is it's kind of easy to pick up in the beginning. There's of course a mandatory tutorial that'll teach you how to do A to B and C and whatnot. And eventually, as you get stronger and level up, the gameplay gets really complex, and you have to do a lot of strategy to your gameplay and stuff. You have to think about things like party formation, combos, enemy skills, and other things. And I really enjoy that kind of strategic stuff in this gameplay. It looks not really strategic, but when you get further into the game and stronger, yeah, it gets really strategic later on. I've had many times where I got destroyed by my enemies or players and stuff, and I'm just like, how did I get destroyed by these people? I could not stand a chance. And essentially, through playing experience and just continuing to play, you'll learn the ins and outs of the game, and it's really fun fighting playing this game with your favorite husbandos and waifus of your choice. Speaking of husbandos and waifus, the characters. So characters are separated into 4 different rarities compared to other mobile games, I guess. You have C, B, A, and S. C is, of course, the weakest rarity of a character with the lowest stats, and S ranks are the highest rarity and the characters with the best stats. You can get every single character of all the series in different rate and all the same rarities. For example, you can have a Kirito, who is a C rank, a B rank, an A rank, and an S rank. And there are also different characters like mains and supports. So mains, of course, are fighting the front lines, and supports are supports that will stay in the back and not actually fight, but will actually provide skills to help the mains in the front. For example, Kirito has a version of himself where he's in the front and fighting, and he has a version of himself where he's a support and just lends some skills and stuff to the main person in the front. One of my favorite things about this game is that even though B and C rank characters are kind of lower rarity and weaker stats, they're still usable. In all honesty, you can rank them up through gameplay means and train them and invest in them, and there's a mechanic where you have this C rank that you invested so much time and EXP and training into, and then you summon their S rank version. I'm just like, oh shit, what do I do? Well, there's a mechanic where you can get the C rank and put all their stats and experience and all their skills and stuff into that S rank, and it'll be like nothing ever happened. You just have a stronger character with all your stats and stuff you put into them into your S rank, and I can start growing your S rank. Personally, I wouldn't use C ranks though. At most I would use B ranks. C ranks, even though yes, you can technically rank them up from B to A to S, I would probably at most use a B rank. Because it's so much more easier to summon B ranks and C ranks, or B ranks and A ranks in the game. Yes, so that is a feature. You can rank up your characters in rarity, which is another feature I really like. You can, through some gameplay means, I won't explain exactly how you can do him, but yeah, characters, if you summon a B rank character of a person, you can level them up to A rank through some RNG means. It's not exactly like 100% guaranteed, but you can still do it. And you can even upgrade an A to an S, which is really nice. So far, as of November 23rd, they've only added one new character at the time of this recording, and there's actually expected to be a new character added on the 26th. I won't say who, but I mean, well, I guess I can say who. It's Taiga and Mashiro from Toradora, and the pet girl Sakuraso. And of course, there are a lot more other characters expected to be added into the game, more husbandos and waifus in the roster of the gacha. Speaking of the gacha, we come to one of the infamous or famous parts of mobile games and stuff, or like anime mobile games, just mobile games, I don't know. So yeah, I knew I was getting to another gacha game, but I wanted to see how it was. And honestly, from my experience, I think that Crossing Void's gacha has probably the most kindest like system and gacha for a free-to-play guy. So the gacha, you can have like, the normal gacha where you can roll everything, and then there are some times when you have a banner with certain character rate ups and stuff. The currency in the gacha is separated into two forms. So you have like tickets, gacha tickets, you can use them to roll. You use like one ticket to roll one roll, and then you have like the gems called Mygo. Mygo are more like the paid currency kind of thing. Tickets are more free in my personal experience from now. So far, I'm level 40 in the game, and from my free-to-play experience, I've not spent a cent on this game yet. Tickets are like your best bet in terms of rolling if you're not trying to spend money on this game at all. Back to the gacha. So, when I say that this is the most kindest gacha from my personal experience, I really like, there's a system where if a character is on rate up, let's say, for example, here I have Shauna from Shakugan no Shana, really good series if you know that one. She's on rate up, and it says here that you are guaranteed an S rank version of this character if you don't roll them in 91 rolls. Now, 91 rolls is a lot, and personally, I've never actually done 91 rolls. You'd probably have to like spend money or like accumulate a number of currency to roll in this banner for that time. But essentially, it's guaranteed. Let's say if your luck is bad and you never get them in 91 rolls, they're going to give it to you. So that's really nice. And from my personal experience from like Fate or Azure Lane or Bang Dream, this is nothing. They never have this feature, and I honestly really like that it's a feature. Like, you spent so much money, or technically it does limit your money and stuff, like it's like you invest money in this, it's kind of, you're guaranteed and you will know what you're getting to an extent if you roll this much. That breaks though, however, if you get the S rank before you get them in the 91th roll. But I mean, aside from that, there's also a feature where you're guaranteed an A rank character every 10 rolls. So A rank characters, of course, the second best rarity in the game. And if you roll an A rank character, you can still turn them to S rank, which is still pretty good. And getting an A rank is like essentially getting a 4-star in FGO guaranteed, which is really nice. Every day you're given one free roll to roll on any like normal banner or character rate ups, but not like limited time rate ups. So I'm going to bring up limited time character rate ups, which like happens during events and stuff. I don't have footage of this, unfortunately, but the first example in the game that when we got released was Alice from Sword Art Online Alicization. So Alice is a new limited time character rate up, and she uses limited time characters use different gacha tickets and gacha currency. They can still use the gems, but like let's say you have tickets for normal banners and stuff, but then you have different tickets for limited time character rate ups and stuff, and those were super hard to get. Honestly, I I can count them all probably like in one finger, like maybe 5 to 10 or something like that. When I was rolling for Alice, I mostly relied on gems that I accumulated through playing the game, story, and missions and whatnot. As you can see here, I didn't get the S rank version of Alice, but I did get a A rank version of her. Now, this is another feature that I really like about this game. With this event limited rate up, so Alice might not be coming back for like a long time, but I was able to get the A rank Alice, which of course I said in the beginning, you can upgrade an A rank Alice to an S rank Alice through gameplay means and, in due time. What I really like about this feature is that in the notes and the notice, it doesn't tell you this, but you are actually guaranteed an A rank version of Alice in the banner if you roll at least like 34 times. So that is how I was able to get Alice, period. And that's cool and all because you still get, an event limited character. And yes, she's A rank, but you could turn her to S rank eventually in the future. So that means in every single limited character banner, let's say they bring like, I don't know who's limited. I'm gonna give an example, like, I don't know, someone from Love Live or something like that, right? And you're just trying to get the character, period. You're gonna get them in 34 rolls. And seeing as how it's hard to get those limited gacha tickets, and you probably use your gems or something like that as a free to play or something, you can still get them. And as long as you get them, you're, somewhat guaranteed to get an S rank in the future or something like that. So it's really nice. There's also some luck value and stuff that increases when you roll more. I don't know exactly how this works. I just saw it as a feature, but essentially it looks like when you roll more in your game, increases your luck value, which will increase the luck rate of you getting the S rank character that's on rate up or whatever. So that's a cool feature, that's pretty neat. A lot of kindness and pity, I guess, in the system. In the end, out of all the 4 mobile games I played, FGO, Azure Lane, and Bang Dream, Crossing Void has a system that's really kind and will at least, tell you that you're guaranteed this super best awesome OP character in 91 rolls, and if you don't get them in 91 rolls, then, well, in the terms of Alice, right, you get the A rank version of them in 34 rolls. That's only for limited characters, not for other rate up characters like Shauna, who's currently on rate up. And you're guaranteed an A rank every single 10 rolls, and that's honestly the second best character you can roll in the game. Dupes are a thing, but getting new A rank characters are still pretty nice. I have yet to roll for Alice. I don't know exactly what other limited time husbando rifles will be coming in the future, except we already know that Taiga and Mashiro will be coming, so who knows which one of them will be limited. Going to other gameplay elements, aside from the story and events and quests and stuff like that, there's a lot of things to do. So you have a lot of challenge quests. You can do PvP, PvE. You have a lot of things to do in the friends list. You can join guilds and do guild stuff, guild related quests and whatnot. And these things get unlocked the more further you play and level up in the game. When you start off, you probably would get these things when you're level 15, and then you're 30, and then 35, those sort of things, those milestone looking things. And it's really easy to level up this game the more you play it. I mean, just playing the game for 2 weeks straight, I'm already 40. So other things, aside from character rarities, there's equipment and stuff that you can equip to your character to make them stronger in your fighting and quests and whatnot. And that's another whole different thing. If you want more explanation on that, then you can add a comment below if you play the game. And then there's the affinity system, which will, you can, the more you play with your favorite husbando or waifu, the more affinity they have towards you. And then if you reach a certain affinity level, like level 4, you can have them as your avatar in the menu cover. And here, an example, you can see Alice or Shauna as my cover, just because I really like them. For my final thoughts of the game, at first the game had some connectivity issues in the beginning, and that's of course normal for a newly released game. But over time, it has improved. I've seen so much improvement more as the game went on. I've had times in the beginning where I just couldn't log on and whatnot, or there'd be an issue after fighting, there'd be connectivity issues. And now it's better. Sometimes I still encounter some, but it might be my internet, but who knows. And honestly, the devs are really kind to us in this game, I gotta say. They have a good like approach for new players and stuff. For example, you can't get this anymore, unfortunately, but when people started playing the game at release, on the second day of login, we were given a free A rank Asuna, which you can see here. Unfortunately, people who play the game after November 18 cannot get this anymore, so sorry guys, but I mean, it's not hard to get an A rank, technically. Last, the devs have an ongoing game mechanic that gives you essentially a free S rank character of your choice and more. And essentially, it's called the Golden Time Quest. People might have heard this in like advertisements and stuff like that to join the game. If you join the game, then you get a free S rank. That's honestly what hooked me into this game. It's technically true, but essentially, like this whole mechanic of getting a free S rank character of your choice is like it's given to every single player at least once per account, right? So that's pretty nice. Essentially, when you log in the game, you have this quest thing called Golden Time. If you do a bunch of quests and keep doing it and progress it eventually, then you will be given an S rank character. So just by playing the game, doing quests, and advancing through the story and whatnot, they reward you for a free S rank character of your choice from the current character pool. That's not including Alice. So you can get any free S rank husbando or waifu of your choice. Here's mine. I personally chose Shauna because Shauna is from Shaka no Shauna, is from a kind of old anime, so she's kind of cool, and I just really like her. And her gameplay wise, her stats and skills are pretty good. If you want some other advice on those character things, I'm not like too in depth on every single character in the game. I don't have everyone, but I'll try to give you my best opinion of who's really great to get. In the end, this game is pretty fun, and it can be really challenging sometimes. I've had a lot of moments where I'm playing PvP or PvE and I get freaking wiped, and I'm just like, how the hell did I get wiped, and how the hell do I beat them? And the challenge and the strategy is really fun personally for me. If you guys don't like that sort of thing, then I guess it's too bad, but I mean, that's part of the game. Although aside from that, this game is super kind to players who just join the game. Every single person gets an S rank eventually of their choice if they play and work hard for it. But I mean, it's just playing the game and doing quests and stuff. Just playing the game normally will give you a free S rank character who is the strongest, and waifus and husbandos, right? So that's it for Crossing Void currently. I don't know if I'll be making videos on this game in the future. Who knows? I don't know if I do like role videos or like challenge quest videos or event videos or like go in depth and like character rate ups and whatnot. I don't have any analysis on that. I'm just playing for fun. But if there's something in here that I said that was confusing or didn't make sense to you, or you have another question about the game that I didn't really expand on in this like beginner impression review thing, then feel free to comment in the comment section below. I'll answer to the best of my ability. Yeah, man, I can't wait to see how this game goes and what new characters we'll be seeing to the game. Can't wait to see that Taiga and Mashiro, man. So that's it, and feel free to add me on this game. That's it for Crossing Void. If you guys see me in Crossing Void, feel free to tweet it at me or something like that, or like comment, add me as a friend or something. And then I'll see you later. So take care, guys. Matane.